Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
Go inside the vehicle, open up the hood. With the vehicle on the ground, you use a breaker bar and a 22mm socket to loosen the lug nuts. Raise and support your vehicle with the jack and jack stands. We're using our 2-post lift. Use the socket, finish removing the lug nuts. All right, seats to the hub. Take a couple lug nuts, just thread them on lightly. Use a dead blow or a rubber mallet. Hit on the tire, it'll knock it free. Lug nuts will keep the wheel from falling off. Now it's loose, so you finish taking the lug nuts off. Just gonna support it so it doesn't fall. I'm just going to turn this knuckle out of the way. Remove these 2 push clips holding in this plastic shield. Use a flat-bladed screwdriver to just pop them up to unlock them. They might break and you'll have to get new ones. It's very common for them to break. Try to get this one first. They get old and brittle. I'm going to use a trim clip tool, try to get underneath them, and I'll just break them off. And I'll have to replace these with new ones afterwards. I'm just gonna pop them through the holes. They're just plastic, it's not a big deal. Take bungee cord and just hold this fender liner up and out of the way. Now just bungee it over. If you want to reuse the belt, you can mark the direction that it's mounted in by just taking a paint marker and just putting an arrow to the outside. This has got a pretty broad tip, but I'll know when I reinstall it, I want that arrow facing out. The belt has already worn in, and I want it to travel in the same direction. If you're going to replace the belt, don't worry about marking the direction. Belt tensioner is here. It has a 1/2-inch drive opening on it. You can use a 1/2-inch drive breaker bar. I'm going to use a 1/2-inch drive socket with a swivel head. Whatever you've got that will let you get in there. And basically you're just going to line it up. You might have to turn it. That's why a ratchet might be easier than a breaker bar. Get it pushed into the opening. Now we're going to push it to the back. Take the tension off. And I'm going to pop it off of this idler pulley because it's a smooth pulley. Pull the belt off. Just like that. You have to slide it underneath the tensioner pulley. And now I can slowly release the tensioner. And I'll just feed the belt out of the engine compartment. There's the dry belt, our serpentine belt. Since we're reusing the belt, I made an arrow to tell me the direction because I want the belt to go in the same direction. So the arrow is pointing out this way. So I put the belt into the vehicle this way. I'm going to reach up and get it around the power steering pulley first, over the water pump pulley, bring it down around the alternator. I'll loosely put it around the idler pulley near the alternator it's going to have to slide behind the tensioner, between the tensioner and the block. So you actually have to flip it sideways and slide it up. And then it will go down around the AC compressor. And we'll put it around the crank. I'll put it on the tensioner, loosen the tensioner, and then pop it over the idler. And then release the tensioner. Take a bungee cord out of the way. Put this splash shield back up with some new clips. I turn the knuckle straight and reinstall the wheel and tire. Install the lug nuts by hand. Just going to use the socket, thread these down, and retorque them with the vehicle on the ground. Torque the lug nuts in a cross pattern to 140 foot-pounds.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at 1AAuto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.